Hello everybody, my name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing for Spin Fishing series. Between episodes, you really haven't missed much. This is actually my second time trying to kick this off. Unfortunately, my video software, I honestly think it's my driver for my external monitor is acting up, and I need to reboot to fix it. I just don't really have time to do that right now, so wanted to get this going. I did do a test record and everything came out okay. Between episodes, you only missed this little small lake trout when I tried to kick this off earlier, so really missed nothing there. As far as today's plans, we're obviously going to troll quarry, see what we can get here, and we'll go from there as far as just trying to make as much silver as we can. Today, we do have about 20 hours left on the boat ticket. Probably a little bit less than that now, probably closer to 18. So we are going to have to switch over to a new boat ticket. I did buy a 3-day boat ticket for that. And then also there is a order in the cafe for, I think it's 3 or 4 1.6 kilo lake trouts. So that's kind of going to be our goal, is to try and get those in. Decent Arctic char here. I wasn't paying attention, beached the boat. It's usually 4 1.6 Arctic chars, so I'm going to guess that's probably what it is. Is this Vindus? It is. Nice Vindus, but not a marker. Really, we're basically in a we need as much silver as we can get stage, so that's going to be my goal, is to just grind up as much silver as we possibly can to get us where I want to be before Volkov, or when we get to Volkov. Honestly, I think we'll probably have more. I think we'll probably get to Volkov before we really have the silver to do what we need to do when we get there. So we'll see. Decent laker there. Yeah, when I'm in game, my preview window is a mess. Trying to turn that off. I just don't remember the key command to do so, because it's annoyingly jerky. May hear Windows belong here in a second. We'll see. That's a good one, Tucker. All right, there we go. I got the preview turned off. Basically, OBS is just jerky the whole time. Still is, so I disabled something in my BIOS, and I think I'm going to need to re-enable that to make the... I use a TV as a wireless monitor, and I think the driver does not play nice the way it is right now. I do have some more memory coming for this laptop, so looking forward to that as well too. I don't think I'm overloading things. No, not at all. Got a decent fish here on the spinner. I did not go back to winding to pick up the reel we repaired there yet. We will need to do that sooner or later, but right now there hasn't really been a need to spend 20-30 silver to go back. I think this was a Sevan. It's either a Laker or a Sevan. It looked like a Sevan. Nope, just a Laker. Oh, just short of the 1.6 we needed. That's frustrating how close that was. It is Monday evening, the 28th of November. It's about 7 o'clock my time, and this goes up at midnight, so pushing it a little bit here. So if you're an early watcher, it may not be fully processed in HD yet. I apologize about that. Had some things at work I had to do today, so I didn't get a chance to record this earlier. Decent Bendis there. Had some WBT training things that I had to get done before the end of the month, and one of them said it was 2 hours and turned out to be 3.5 hours. So I've got to get this recorded. I've got to get the float episode recorded. But this one obviously has a little bit of priority. Decent rainbow here. Almost a kilo. Not bad. 1,200 experience points. This one's got... I was saying I've got to get both this episode and the float episode recorded today. This one obviously has a little bit of priority because it goes up earlier. This one goes up at midnight, and the other one goes up at 8 a.m. Decent eyed, I think. Yeah, very good eyed. 1.376, nice. Probably going to be a bit weird for me to go look at the fish market when it comes time to sell everything. While I was taking the WBTs, I had my main account, which is mainly feeder fishing at this point over at Amber running. So I was catching 4 or 5 kilo carp constantly, or not constantly, about 20 an hour, and each one of those go for 4 or 5 silver, so, or upwards of 30-40. Decent something on this rod, and this is our bigger rod too, in real. I think something just bit the other rod too. Yep. I turned my head to look as if it was in real life to get a better look at that. Oh, that's gonna be the type of day. Oh, avoid the island, avoid the island, avoid the island. We're good. Decent Arctic here. 1.983, 991 experience points. We're 83,000 experience points away from 20. So probably 2 or 3 episodes away. Unless we keep catching rainbow trout. Or if we happen to get a couple of good orange boys. Don't care about that message or that message. Do care about that one. My memory has shipped good. This laptop only has 16 gigs of memory, and that's not bad, but that's pushing it for running Windows, running OBS, running the game. And if I do some of the other games, it's a little light. So I was able to get a 32 gig kit for pretty reasonable. It was actually on sale for Cyber Monday. So I think it was about $80. Small Arctic char. And I actually got this laptop as a open box, so I got it really cheap. Didn't even come in the actual packaging from Lenovo, but I don't care about that. Worst Buy did okay for me there. If I'd bought it new, I would have put 30, or if I'd bought it not from a retail store, if I'd bought it direct from Lenovo, I probably would have opted for 32 gig to start with. I tend to run a lot of different processes. And if I run a game, Chrome, OBS, Discord, that type of thing, Steam, it's a pretty decent pressure. And this also came with Windows 11, and it seems like Windows 11 is a little bit heavier on memory usage than 10 was. Another Laker, but not quite big enough for the order. I honestly should be playing. I've got a decent desktop computer as well too. Probably even almost better than this one. But the dog gets a little crazy if I'm on it, so should be over on that, but I'm not. Video card might be a touch better. I got a 3060 in this versus it's an AMD 5100 if I remember correctly in my desktop. But my desktop has 64 gig of memory, so. Come on, fish. I need money. We're at 17 fish in almost 13 minutes, so I'm not bad there. This is a small one. I didn't even think there was anything on. Yep, tiny Vindy. Long rod. It's a perch over here. All right, let's try a different lure over here. This one's a little too slow for me right now. Let's try this Hijacker Slim. This could be fun. This is a risk. We'll see what happens here. That's done well for char, Arctic char, but also pike. Good Vindus here. 220. Nice Vindus. Fish bit right as I started reeling in. Turned out to be an okay grayling. Decent Laker, 1.542. Again, just a little too small. We need 1.6 for the cafe order. And of course, right as I cast, something bit this rod. Another okay Laker. Small perch. There's something over on 2. I don't want to cast this. Another small perch. Upside down dog. Was me getting ready to cast right as I saw this one get a bite. This is a decent fish too. Might be a big perch. Didn't get a good look at it. It is a big perch. 1.366. Another reasonable perch, 471. Well, this is a good fish. Doing a good wear to my friction brake, that's for sure. And if you think about a friction brake, it's the part at the top of your reel that you can turn up and down in real life, just like I can here spinning the mouse wheel. That applies friction to the line to slow it down and provide the stopping power of the fish against the fish. Just like the brakes in your car. Well, dog just turned off the external monitor. I'm surprised the game didn't crash. Okay, he didn't turn it off. That's why he just hit a button. 2.671, first one of the 4. If we're going to get the order. I don't know if we will or not. Come on, turnboat. There we go. Wasn't paying attention. Almost beached the boat, but I think we're going to be okay. Another good perch. Perch, it really isn't what I was wanting for. Let's try this one. This one's closest to the lure I really want. I want the crank 10007. This is the 7007. So it's a little bit smaller. We'll see if it does anything decent. You know what? I want to check something on it real quick as I avoid the island. Let's see if putting 1/0s on it is going to do anything instead of 2s. That's a bit of a risk. I don't know if that's going to help since it is a smaller lure, but we'll see. The Dodger Crank 10007, same color, is not really available anywhere until you get to Volkov. But it is Monday afternoon or Monday evening, so it's still kind of early. But typically, if you look at weekly records, no, it's not actually showing up where it usually does. Lakers, it's usually on as well. Yeah, there it is. Small Arctic. Small acre, got some more spin fishing percentage points there. Another small acre, just short of a kilo, so just short of a marker. Another perch. Another small laker, just over a kilo though. Nice Arctic there, 2,000 experience points. You over 1.6? You're not. Another 1.5. Oh. Not quite as frustrating as the one time I missed a trophy by literally 1 gram, but still pretty frustrating. Looked like a perch. Or a pike? Yeah, you're a pike. .2 on the friction brake wear, so still not a drop what you're doing, go to winding and pick up the repaired reel yet stage. But it's getting there. Probably have to repair that one at least one more time. Way to go, Tucker. Way to go. And I forgot I need to make sure I start the boat before I cast this. Then I can cast it. Actually, it looks like there's something over on 2. If you do fish with 3 rods, make sure you have your 3rd rod, whichever one you're holding in your hand, make sure you've got it set to a 50 retrieval speed so that if you do get something, you can retrieve it as quickly as possible and hold shift. You do get something on your other rods, that is. So right now I'm holding shift, reeling in as quickly as I can. Could have waited for that perch, I saw it, but it was too late. Plus it wasn't an amazing perch anyway. And if you don't know what I mean there was a perch chasing the lure as I pulled it in, and I could see it in the water. If I had stopped, I probably could have gotten it, but it was a small perch. Another kilo-ish laker. .43 fish in a half an hour. I think I can change my field of view to make this easier so I don't have to turn as much, but I'm so used to this field of view, I don't know if I want to change it. Decent grayling here. This is 10 silver. Yeah, it was a little bit smaller than I thought it was. Hit 5 instead of 4, so I tried to dig worms in the middle of the lake. And the game's actually smart enough not to let you do that. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. I just got the disconnected message from my wireless monitor and was a little bit concerned there. In the past, before I switched how I was doing this, that would crash RF4. It did somehow let my cursor escape the window. You all didn't see anything, but I definitely basically alt-tabbed out of the game there without realizing it. Gonna have to chase this one. Turning down my friction brake to A, give it some relief so it doesn't burn up as much, B, give the line some relief because it will wear the line when it's pulling as hard as it is. Sounds like I got something on both rods. Wireless monitor disconnected again. I'm gonna have to fix that before I do my float fishing. This laptop's got a Ryzen processor that has a GPU on it and the 3060, and I told it to only use the 3060, and that appears to have been a mistake. Didn't notice it until I got in game, though. But I wasn't doing anything the rest of the day that would have mattered as much. When I'm watching a YouTube video like I was earlier with the game up, that's not using hardware acceleration at all, so. Sounds like I got a laker over on rod 2. I don't know if you all could hear it, but I just heard the plink of a fish jumping. Good Arctic char here. I could just barely see it there. God. Just disconnected again. And when it does that, for me, it kind of pauses. Everything goes black screen for a second on the laptop as it shifts stuff around. I'm about to just turn off the external monitor. It just disconnected again. All right, that one's nowhere near ready to come in. Let's see if I can't bring this one in real quick while I wait. Cell phone noises. Think this was a good decision. That Arctic over on 2 is just not ready to come in yet. So we'll pull this decent Laker out. 3.926, not bad. Get that back in the water, see if we can't catch something, and go chase this down again. If you look in the upper right corner, it is starting to give me the option to select a new boat ticket. So we're getting probably, I think, 2 or 3 hours away. I'm going to go ahead and select my 3-day ticket just so I don't forget or get into a time where I'm trying to pull the fish in and it gets slack on and jumps off. I did just do a control right click. That's that kind of jerking motion you see to help set the hook. Just to give me the best chance of bringing this fish in. Really hope everything's still recording well. Seems like the monitor's frozen. There it goes. Okay, good. Just all tabbed in. Timer's still ticking upwards. The Windows bar, start menu bar had popped up on top of it. That one's still not ready to come in, so let's pull this fish in. Because it's a small something. Small Laker. Very, very small. This one's going to be a good Arctic. I don't know if it's going to be... God dang it. I don't know if it's going to be like a trophy level or not, but it's going to be a really good one. So the boat's about to expire in 8 minutes in game. 6, 5, 4, 3. All right. Well, I'm flying a little bit blind. I had to turn the monitor off because of the disconnects there. So I'm going to be going off of in-game time for how long we go today. Glad I switched that since that's a pike. All right, Arctic Char, it's time for you to give up. Get my boat. Got him. 3.456. Nice fish. Almost 4,000 experience points. Is there anything on one right now? No. Good. OBS still looks good. Turning preview back on with an alt tab looks good. Okay, good. I don't think the recording got too screwed up with it disconnecting. There may be some juddery spots in there, and I apologize if there were. Kind of want to look at how worn the friction brake is on this now. Another just short of 1.6. So that put about a percentage point on as far as wearing out my friction brake. That big Arctic. So if I remember correctly, we were 6.4. And I know I was pretty quick on it because I wanted to get it back in the water, but we're at 7.6 wear now. Nice Sevan there. $792 Sevan. Bounce another small pike. Maximum total weight of fish in a day. Not really what I expected. I'll take it though. I knew I'd been catching a lot of fish. I didn't think I'd been catching that good of fish. We're at 43.888 kilos today. Which for 51 fish isn't horrible here. Today may be a better day than I was thinking it was going to be. I don't think we're gonna get the lake trout order. It's still possible, but unlikely. Turning back. So right now, lake trout by weight. 1, 2. Yeah, we need 2 more. 1.6 or bigger. Tiny non-marker perch. Driver just realized that it wasn't connected to the TV that's been turned off for 5 minutes. Small perch. Me driving through a tree. Luckily, it didn't have collision. We're at about 50 minutes. Crappy Vendus. It's like a decent perch. Yep. Pretty good perch. 686. We're about 69,000 XP away from level 20. Nice. In more ways than one. We get about 20 to 30,000, 20 to 40,000 experience per episode, so we're still 2 or 3 episodes away. Big rainbow, 1.768. Nice fish. 4,400 XP. No matter what, when we unlock Volkov, we're going there at least to buy that Dodger crank. I don't know if I'm going to fish there yet. It's going to depend on how much silver I can make between now and then. I would like to upgrade off of this Lacerti reel. We may have to go to winding between episodes and drop this reel off and pick up the other one. So if you haven't been following along the whole time, I've got 2 of these exact same reels. And right now one of them's repaired over at another water body. And I just need to go pick it up. This is another lake trout, so that means we're only 1 away from, assuming we're able to pull this in, that means we're only 1 away from the order. I can go back to Winding Rivulet and pick that up, drop this one off to be repaired. It's only 20-30 silver to get it fixed usually, just because of how much we're wearing out the friction brake today. There's a good chance I may have to do that between episodes. And the reason I'll probably go to Winding is I believe real repairs at Quarry is a 200% modifier. So it costs twice as much to repair here as it does at Quarry. No matter what, I need to go to Winding to pick up the other reel. But coming back costs 30 silver. So as long as we can make our money back, I will probably do that. I'll probably do that. I mean, I'm going to have to do that no matter what, because I don't want to go a day without a Lacerti reel. We have something over on that rod? We do. I'm going to try to pull this in real quick. I just know we're going to be fighting the fish over here for a little bit longer. So if I can get the fish that was on on one like I did, that's more money in the bank. And a better chance that we get one more 1.6 kilo laker. I'm pretty sure this is a 1.6 kilo laker. This might be a trophy laker. And if it's a trophy laker, we'll have to see if it's even worth selling to the cafe if we get one more. Lake trout. One more big lake trout. Actually, it's one more small big lake trout. 1.6 kilo lake trout's not a big fish. We just got 4 of them at 1.5 kilo. Just saw it jump again. Almost looked like I hadn't locked reel 1. So I looked over at it and then turned back at it again. This one might be another trophy. And if you're wondering why I say another trophy, we've already caught one trophy lake trout. We actually caught it on an unupgraded Lacerti. So it was a 3.8 kilo reel. This one's an upgraded Lacerti, so it's a 5.4 kilo reel. But it was already 10% worn out, so it's about a 5 kilo reel. I am very glad I have a backup ticket. Well, I already used my ticket. But I think we've been chasing this fish since before we officially started using that ticket. Come on, get your head coming towards me. Oh, you fish. I don't know if this is a trophy or not, but it's going to be close. Still jumping? Wow. This guy's got some energy to him today. Although that might have been a death jump. Just turn the motor off. Oh, you fish. Yeah, that reel is worn out if a 5.5 kilo trout took that long. It's only 9.2, but man. It was not a trophy, though. So we are actually right at an hour. So probably head towards the town dock area. See if we can't. We can get one more 1.6. That would be awesome. I'm not going to hold my breath. Nice fish for a Rip Former Tour. Just got a 21 kilo global weekly quarry char here. That would have been a fun one to catch on our equipment. Well, if this is a 1.6 kilo laker, we're in business. I will still probably check to make sure that 5 kilo one is worth turning in to the cafe. I didn't look at exactly how much the order was. Fish is honestly probably on the other side of the island right now. This is a lake trout. This will get us our fourth. I just don't know exactly what it is. It jumped, so it probably is. Hope I got muted there. I just had to cough. If I didn't, I apologize. Since I don't have my external monitor, I can't see OBS right now. I did check to make sure I unmuted. If I did mute. Really didn't want to be going long today since I've got to upload this episode and get it processed and record another episode here shortly, but it is what it is. Luckily, I've got fiber internet, so usually I can get it uploaded in the time it takes me to put a title on it and put a description on the episode. And then it's just up to YouTube's processing. And these files aren't honestly all that big. They're 6, 7, 8, 9 gig. For a while, when I was recording with a little bit better quality, they were 60 gig, but it wasn't worth the difference, in my opinion. You know, maybe if I was showing this to hundreds of thousands of people, which I doubt I ever will for this game, maybe it would make sense to have a 5% better quality view, but I don't think it's really worth it right now. While the graphics are pretty in the game, I don't think I need realistic level. This poor reel. I am probably gonna have to go over to winding between episodes and at least pick up the other reel. I'll probably see how much it's going to cost to repair this one before I leave. Check the price of winding and see if it's less. Go to winding and come back. Then it's going to be additional to repair it here at Quarry. I think I'm glad I bought a 3-day boat ticket too. I almost only bought a 2-day. But the 3-day will probably allow me to fish tomorrow without buying another ticket. Come on, fish, give up. Come on, fish. This might actually be a Sevan. It is. Whew. 7.945 kilo Sevan. 7.945 kilo Sevan. 15,000 experience points. That's a good fish. We are going to go ahead and I'm going to reel this in and head into town. So we are not going to have, at least I don't think we have the lake trout order. That's going to be a good fish, though. That's going to be a very good fish. Looking at lake trout by weight. By weight again. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we only got 3. But I need to wrap this episode up if it's going to have any chance of getting posted by midnight. Right now it's 8:20 and this needs to be uploaded and processed in the next 3 hours and 40 minutes. Get the Feeling HD may not be ready at midnight. With that big Sevan, I think we're over 200 silver for the day. That is a weekly record as well. It just popped up. US weekly. Sevens. 7. Not the biggest one so far, but pretty close. So that 7.9 kilo Sevan is worth 70 silver by itself. So 230 silver on 63 fish. Not a bad day there at all. I am going to go make sure nothing popped up. Didn't get a trophy roach or a trophy perch. I was looking at roach as I said that. Did not get 3 of them, only got 2. And did not get a 9 kilo Sevan for 643 silver. Close, but not quite. So 230 silver is not a bad day, though, at all, obviously. So gets us up to 1,300 silver. So we're making our way towards being able to afford an HSV, but I don't think we're going to get there as soon as we hit 20. So we may have to fish around here a little bit longer. We'll play it by ear, but I appreciate everyone watching. Hope the recording came out okay with the disconnects I had. So hope everyone has a good one. Hope you all have good tight lines, and we'll see y'all later. Bye bye now.